Hey. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. You are listening to the Get Right Radio Show with the sleepiest bitch on the block, Eric Devante.
And I'm a tired bitch too. It's giving midnight vibes with this voice today. Like
Yeah, what's his
it's
name?
not.
Ron
It's
Harper?
I don't know. Is my mic on?
Yes.
Why can't I hear myself? What
You
is
can't
going
hear
on?
yourself?
No.
You just played with something. Now I can't hear me.
Oh no. Can
Stop.
you hear yourself now?
No, stop playing with
Can you
me.
hear
Okay,
yourself
there we
now?
go.
So I
Period
must be
I,
three.
period
I must be three. There we go. When you can finally hear yourself.
Okay. Now I sounding ran low. I really want to pick it up and we're gonna give y'all a great show as always. However, the fact of the matter is this weekend has been very long. It's been for me, it's been so much fun. Like I feel like it's been nonstop from Thursday morning up until now. And I'm not even done after this. So I'm trying to build up stamina. But I'm worn low. I'm worn low. It's been great though. Um, what well, first off, how are you? Before I get into that, because I don't know when it's gonna end.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Today drained me.
Okay.
It's
Look, the headphones don't even want to
uh,
be on my head because they you
it's
can't handle it.
it
I'm not
is.
sure I can.
I went out with the worst combination of friends yesterday.
Oh my god, two of my
I went
favorites.
to I went out with Snoop
Mm-hmm.
and Lavelle.
Sound like rappers.
I know Snoop and Lavelle in the place to be because we
Mhm.
went to brunch and we had mimosas for free.
Oh,
Um,
that was good.
thank you so much.
Mhm.
um, no, went out with them and then we met a whole gang of characters along the way. It was literally like the
Mhm.
Wizard of Oz. We went to brunch a little. Well, we got to brunch around like noon. Like no, around like one,
Mm.
2. Yeah, and then from that, from the bottomless mimosas at La Boheme. If you want a nice brunch spot,
Mhm.
La Boheme
A nice breast spot.
brunch. Did I say breast?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be one of those shows.
Okay.
A nice brunch spot. Go to La Boheme in West Hollywood. They have wonderful bottomless mimosas. They're nice and strong, and the food is good too. Had a vegan burrito. It was really really good. And
It looked like y'all started really early. I meant to say something yesterday because I was looking at your story out, or was it Lavelle's story? I was like, it seems too early for brunch, but I realized that my understanding of time has been off for the last 4 days. So maybe it wasn't as early as I thought it was. I'm just running on little to no sleep.
yeah, and then we went to motherfucking. Oop, I'm cussing. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't mean
Child,
to cuss
just
like
let it
that.
flow. Tony
I did
Braxton
not mean
voice.
to cuss like that.
Let it
Then we
flow.
went to Cantina and me and Lavelle shared the big margarita.
Yes. How did that affect you?
That's when I put on my close friends.
I saw it, and you still didn't respond to me.
You wrote something?
Yes.
I didn't respond to anybody.
Kelvin sent a message out saying something about basically the liquor's hitting. And if you get an inappropriate DM, don't be shocked or blah, 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 blah. And me being the possessive bitch I am, I was like, well, where's my inappropriate DM?
I didn't
And
see
he never
any
responded.
because I didn't see any. The tequila was taking over.
I unfollowed him
Tequila taking over.
and flagged him as spam. Wait, which big margarita did you have?
The La Paz.
What's that one? Is that the one with the energy drink in it?
Oh hell no! I love my heart. I don't know. I
I
don't do
drank the
this
one
one.
with the energy drink.
Why?
Tastes good.
Do you not appreciate your heart health?
I mean, I have asthma.
Yeah. So why the fuck would you have that?
Kelvin, there's only one. There's only one way up at this point.
There's
You know.
no. There's multiple ways down. There's multiple ways down.
I just try and figure it out as I go.
No, the La Paz is the pomegranate one.
Oh, that's good. That's a safe one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what I got, and then we ended up at Trunks. Say less. And you know,
I know.
drugs, people.
I know. Oh,
I've said this multiple times, and I will stand by it. I will stand by
I
this.
didn't know we were taking that
I will
direction.
stand by this. There's something in the air at Trunks.
Thievery. You know the girls boost iPhones there.
Yeah, they do.
That's really a thing.
Yeah.
But I like trunks. I mean, I keep my stuff close by, and also my clothes are really tight. So if something does move, I'll know. So yeah. But I love that. We love a good wait, what was yesterday? What's today? Today's Sunday.
Saturday.
Okay, I was about to say we love a good Sunday fun day. It's my understanding of time is off.
Don't ask y'all. Listen, friends. Don't ask me to do not today. It's
I-
not happening. I go to
can't
homecoming
see
next
that.
weekend,
Oh yeah.
and
Eh,
I'm
yeah.
out here acting like this the week before homecoming. When do I plan on resting?
I don't know. And you have a full work week ahead of you. Wait, are you in office all week?
Well, I took the I am so I still have PTSD from
From
my old job that I only took off my days to travel when I had like 60 hours of PTO.
I don't know why you do that.
I only
You
took
do
the
not
days off to
account for
travel.
recovery. I don't
I
understand
only
that.
took the day. Took 2 Wednesdays off to travel. Other than that, I'm working, and I'm like, why would I do that?
Wait, you took 2 Wednesdays off to travel. Okay. So are you working remotely?
Yeah,
Calvin,
yeah.
you're gonna be at homecoming. That's gonna blow yours. You didn't think that through.
I didn't
You did not think that through. And you're gonna be connected with some of your best friends. Like, are you dumb?
be not showing up to any meetings.
Hey,
Hey, have y'all seen Kelvin? No,
no.
no.
He did take off them 2 days, which was weird. I feel like he went on vacation, but he didn't take off for the vacation time. There's something about that guy. I don't know. I don't know.
So weird.
Something's not clicking. Well, it's clicking, but it's clicking now. But no, either way, I think that that's exciting. I realized that my alma mater's homecoming was this weekend. Actually, I had no idea. I had no intentions of going back. Um, just because like I like it to be like milestones.
Mhm.
Just to ensure, because some. I mean, I don't know because I feel like HBCU spirit is a little different.
Yeah, we go every year.
But for us, it's very much like I feel like some of us get a little grandiose, like, oh well, why am I going back unless it's like 50 years of this or 100
No,
years of
no, no,
this?
no, no.
And I'm like, was y'all's college experience that shit?
It had to be.
I'm like, but I don't know what that is. I don't really care to unpack it, but that's definitely some of the
I always
sentiments
think about that too.
I've
Like
heard.
people be like, why you keep going back? Like, are you trying to relive your glory years? Like,
Who said
no,
those were our glory years?
because I'm in them right now. Like, no, we go back because that's where family is. HBCU.
Mhm.
I don't know about other colleges, but HBCU culture, homecoming is like a family reunion. You go back
Mm.
to see your family. Like, you see your friends you haven't seen. You see your old roommates. You see the people you didn't even like in undergrad, but you still like, hey, it's nice to see you. Like,
Mhm. You're
it's
alive.
that type of thing, and that's
Yeah.
what it's. So that's what I don't know. Maybe that's just a different culture by HBCUs. Like we don't go homecoming for HBCUs is not for the students.
Mhm.
It is for the alumni, and
And
that's where you really have fun.
I think that's what makes it fun for the current students because it's like, oh wow, like these people are really invested in this.
Yeah.
So I don't I love that for y'all, but me personally, unless it's like a 50-75 type situation, I know that the people I would care to see are not going to be there. So yeah, I don't know. I'll probably hit another homecoming before I hit my homecoming.
Mhm.
I don't even go to USC's homecoming.
I've never been to USC homecoming. When is it? Let's go.
I feel like it has TBH.
Oh man, I would love to go.
Eh, I'm not as I love the fact that I went to USC, but because I was only there for a year, I'm not that invested.
Mhm. Oh, I never went, so I just want to go, just to have fun. I'll put my USC gear on. I like them.
Very much like what you see in movies.
Yeah.
Like High School Musical, but like Corona.
So there's actually song and dance. I always thought about that. I was like, oh, how does the song and dance portion of PWI homecoming go?
I don't occupy all events that happen at homecoming, so I can't speak to that. But if you're like walking around in the open areas, you'll see like bands and like the cheer team and all that good stuff. But I don't know how gleeful it gets. I don't know. I don't want to know.
I worked at a PWI, and there are we even on air?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know where we were at, like what time we
Oh, child. I would have just kept talking.
Straight through the commercial
Okay,
break.
because once
Just
I'm on a
keep
roll,
talking. No, I worked at a PWI, and their homecoming was drastically different from ours. Like their
Mhm.
tailgate ends before the game starts. Like that's weird too.
I don't get that y'all have a tailgate going simultaneously with the game. Like, how do you enjoy the game if y'all are in the parking lot getting tore up?
We go back and forth.
That's a lot of work.
Like, but everybody don't buy game tickets.
Mm.
So
Are they expensive?
it'd be like $25.
That is not bad.
Like 25. I may actually go to the game. I may actually go inside the game this year because I kind of do want to like do the bud. I want to hear the band. I want to see halftime.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it right. I just hope you're not in a meeting.
Well, no, I don't work on weekends no more.
Okay.
I do have a Friday meeting at 4, which is probably is it 4 o'clock our time? It's like 7 p.m.
That was loud.
It was.
Mhm.
It's like 7 p.m.
Mm,
Mm-mm.
you just gonna have to set some time aside and get it done.
Yeah, I'm hosting a fashion show Sunday. I mean Friday.
You are their go-to host.
I don't know why I'm hosting. I don't. They asked me. I really was just going to homecoming just to sit down, clap, and enjoy the students and the people, and just. But no, I'm working, and I got to fly with a suit, and I'm over it. I'm so annoyed. Like every time I think about it, I get more annoyed. Like, why do I have to fly with a suit? I hate flying with luggage. Period. So the fact that do you hate flying with stuff?
I
Like
don't like
I don't
flying.
like flying. Me neither. At
Oh,
first, I don't like flying.
yeah.
But then like having to like drag luggage and all this other stuff throughout the airport is just too much.
Hmm. Yeah.
Then I
'Cause it
gotta
has to be
carry a
checked.
suit.
Yeah. This is because you do not know how to say no. I actually think it's iconic that you've been the host like every single year, as far as I know. However, I think the bigger conversation here is Kelvin does not know how to say no, and that's why Kelvin ends up doing things that he may not always want to do.
You're right.
We had a separate conversation about this on the side, so I'm really trying to drive home the fact, but I'm too tired to be a pusher today.
You're right. I ain't even
yeah.
go, I'm too tired to even try to refute it. You are right. I say yes to a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. And you know, God's gonna keep blessing you because He knows you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart. But bitch, practice saying no. Just practice saying no. It'll actually help you out. You'll feel better sometimes. Sometimes.
Well, I'm saying no today.
Okay.
So if y'all ask me to do something now,
that's it. Period. Period. No. What happened? The ball.
yeah, that's what I was
Mm.
gonna ask about.
Child, that's why I'm so damn tired.
Because it started Friday
No,
It was
it started
yesterday?
Thursday.
and it ended yesterday.
Well, not the ball per se. So basically, yeah, I have to go into detail. I just wanted to make sure it was an even distribution of time. But so my Kiki house, the sensational Kiki House of Coochie,
That's right.
is in town, and this is the first time that we're meeting each other as a whole. There's still like a few house members I haven't met, but like we're sprawled across. But for the most part, most of us are here, and it was so much fun. Thursday we had practice, and that was nerving because you know I am an awkward person. I've known this about myself. I just have a certain anxiety about putting my awkwardness on display for other people to notice. So
And to
if you're
judge
in
it.
practice,
And to judge it.
yeah, even though like it can be the safest space, but if I don't feel safe with that, then it never feels that safe for me. But we were in practice and basically me walking the face category, I had to model my face. And that sounds simple enough. I would like to think, hey, you're attractive. That should be enough work. But no, you really gotta like live in the fantasy. You have to like show cheekbones, jawline, teeth, all these things. And then if there's like a hidden criteria or an extra like that's requested, then you have to do that too. So I say all that to say we were in practice and I was just a ball of nerves and everyone was looking like, bitch, breathe, calm down. And I could not get myself to calm down. So I was just like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. So the house mother, shout outs to Sasha, happy belated birthday because it's past.
Happy belated birthday, Sasha.
Yeah, she's great. Gotta have her on the show. So
We have 2 chairs.
mm-hmm. So we went to Classique for her birthday, and that was fun. We were tore up. I mean, tore up boots. I actually thought I was gonna see you.
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Why thought you was gonna see me?
Classique. That's right. I haven't seen you in Classique in a minute.
Mm-mm.
That's true. But I haven't been to Classique in a minute. I think
I'm in the era of sitting still.
okay, ain't nothing wrong with that, especially when you have weekends like this. So we did that. That was a lot of fun. And then was the ball on Friday? Sure was. So then because practice on Thursday went so poorly in my head, Friday, I was giving myself the nastiest anxiety. Like it was one of those, I don't know. Have you ever been so anxious all you can do is like fall asleep? It was one of those. It was kind of like, I'm up, da 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 da. Whew. I need to take a second. Fell asleep. Got back up. I really should practice. The ball's in a few hours. Oh my God, the ball's in a few hours. I'm going back to sleep. Like it was very much that. I was like, this is not good. And then like I physically felt like if the ball had been another 24 hours away, I would have made myself sick and probably wouldn't have been able to participate. That's how anxious I was, and I hated it. But you know, had a few shots with the house members and shook off the nerves. And it was a lot of fun actually walking in it. It was great. Um, I did not win my category just because I didn't have the hidden criteria. I'm still learning all the extra details. So basically,
What was the hidden criteria?
I had to have an element of glitter. So I was thinking I had this beaded top on, and it was very like it looked like glitter esque, but they wanted actual glitter. So
Glitter.
maybe like if I went like or made
Uh-huh.
it explode somehow, that would have
Or if you
got
were
me there.
covered in glitter.
Something like that. But you live and you learn. And afterwards, the judges were like, we wanted to push you through either way. Like, you have a gorgeous face, all these nice things, but like that hidden criteria. And I was like, it's cool. I don't want like any pity push through. Like, I want to win because I did what was requested of me. So that was cool. And then finally, my anxiety relaxed. And then we got fucked up some more. But child, I feel like we've been on go from that Thursday morning, and we're still not done.
What y'all got to do today? Y'all got a house meeting?
No, we have a beach day. It's all great stuff. Like
Uh-huh.
the whole weekend. Like I went to trap karaoke yesterday with one of my house brothers, and then Dwayne and
Trap karaoke was here
Zavi.
yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to go.
I didn't even want to press the issue because there was a point where financially I didn't think I was going, and then Zavi bought my ticket, and I was like, I guess I'm going. Um, so yeah, it's been a bunch of fun shit. Like this weekend has been fun from start to I guess whenever we finish. But I'm just tired. I feel like and I've had a collective 6 hours of sleep from Thursday to now. That's a drag. 11. Final answer. It's been a fight.
Now, that was your first ball experience, right? Walking.
No, second.
It's your second ball experience walking.
Definitely second. The first one, I feel like I was kind of just thrown into it because, I mean, I was in the space, I was wearing the outfit, but I just didn't know what I was doing. But I didn't want to back out because I didn't want to let myself down at that moment. But I didn't know anything about anything. Like I didn't know I was supposed to be showcasing my teeth and all these things, but I had a grill in my mouth, and because the theme was Y2K, I'm thinking like, what elements make for Y2K? But they were like, "Child, we can't see your teeth." Child, I was like, I don't even think I saw all the judges up close before I got chopped. So I say that to say that this was my second ball experience, and I felt more confident. I was like, I kind of know what's going on here. Kind of know what's
And then
going
for
on
those that
here.
don't know what a Kiki house is, that's
Mhm.
like a junior like
Mainstream
beginning house, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
one of my friends, he's a member of Ebony.
Oh
So he
yes.
walked. I think he did Vogue and Runners with a Twist.
What's
or
his
something like
name?
that. Mike. He's also Ebony.
Maybe there were so many people. That event was packed. I have to have you come to the next one. It was so much fun. It was packed from wall to wall. I think it was called Barton downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar?
Mm-mm.
Uh, near the farm. Is it farmers market? The Grand Central Market.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It was packed. It was nice.
I should walk.
You should really.
What should I walk? I can do. I
All
can do.
American.
I was thinking I can do All
Mm-hmm.
American.
I could definitely see that for you. Schoolboy.
Well, I'm too old to do schoolboy now.
I don't believe that.
I could do back in the back days when I was in college and they kept trying to get me to do balls. They kept trying to get me to do schoolboy. I think I do executive realness. I can put on a suit. I wear glasses. I can do executive realness.
I have not come across that category actually, and I feel like that's one of the most cliche ones. I have not seen that. I mean, this is only my second ball, but still, I haven't seen it. But that would be cute. I think you should. Houses would snatch you up. Do you want to be a part of a Kiki house, or do you just want to like hot mainstream? You are so inappropriate.
Well, I want to be a part of Kiki house first, and then I want to be a Juicy
Learn the
Couture.
ropes.
Or no, can I be a House of Coochie?
Of course. Well, that's not for me to decide. That's actually Sasha and Dwayne. They're the house parents. I'm just happy to be there.
I love Dwayne.
Okay. They'll tell you what's up
They'll
from down.
chop me like chop.
No, they're actually great. They are, especially this weekend, like watching them work, especially being like really close with Dwayne, seeing him in this element, which is completely different.
House father.
They're amazing. Like I felt safe. They knew what was up. They were in practice, not like they were correcting and coaching us in a loving way, but it was very much like do this. And they would get up and show us what was expected of us. And I was like, y'all are sickening. This is wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk.
I think so.
I'm gonna walk something. We'll get more in this when we come back.
Oh shit. Okay, just when you thought you had a break.
And we're back.
Child, just like the weekend, there's no pauses. All right. So yeah, it was great. Tribe Karaoke was amazing. Shout out to Mouse Jones. I
Shout
would
out to Mouse
love
Jones.
to have him on the show.
I would love to have him on this show.
That man is amazing.
That man is amazing.
Like he just knows how to host
He
an
just
event.
knows how to host an event.
Are you gonna keep repeating everything I'm saying?
I'm not repeating anything.
Okay. So, yeah, shout out to Mouse Jones. He did a phenomenal job of just like cultivating a safe space for like people to come together and exist, especially Black people.
Did you perform?
Mm-hmm.
You performed?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the footages?
It was just last night, Calvin. Calvin, I'm running on nothing.
Where is the footages? You don't have
in my
none?
phone. I have videos, I have pictures. They're actually all great quality. I just was too tired. I'm still too tired. Like I don't really care to flex for social media. I lived in the present. I feel like once the weekend is over,
Yeah, then you can do a reel.
then I can like do it.
You
But
actually can do like a reel. So you know, reels are the bee's knees. It's like,
yeah,
hey, I performed that trap karaoke. I went to trap karaoke, and guess what? And then
yeah,
walk through, and then like,
yeah, that was fun. I got to do 2 songs too.
you did 2 songs?
Because what happened was that so the first time we did trap karaoke, remember it was me, you, and Chris, and I did Ladies Night by Little Kim. And then the next time I went, I was a wild card, so I wasn't prepared to do anything. But I was just like, okay, go for what you know. So I did No Time by Little Kim. I was like, fuck, I have not celebrated Auntie Fox. So I said, the next time I get on stage for trap karaoke, I will do a Foxy Brown song. And I was like, what is the song that I feel like would create a good amount of crowd engagement? And that I could confidently execute. So I did Get Me Home, the song with Blackstreet. And you know, long story short, there was crowd engagement, but it's not like maybe like a Trina song, something that is gonna get people up and shaking ass. It's very like laid back, like, oh, this is the cut. So Mouse, I believe, noticed that, like, and then he told the DJ something, and then all of a sudden Quiet Storm came on, and I was just like, oh shit. Hot damn ho, here we go again. So it just became like a 2 for 1. It was great.
Because he knew you were a performer.
Okay. I wondered if he remembered me from the last time. Maybe. Because, you know, there's a lot of guys in crop. There were a lot of guys in crop tops this time. So I was like, I can't guarantee that he remembers me because of that. Huh?
I missed the crop top season.
Well, I've been trying to get you on this way for a bit now. But I digress. Dwayne had a crop top on. There may have been another person with a crop top on, and then I had a crop top on.
It's the face card. People gonna remember your face.
Hey, you know, I hope, but that was like almost 3 years ago, so I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, maybe. I didn't get to talk to him afterwards either. But truth be told, once the event was over, I was like, all right, done, check, boom, let's go. I was tired. It was fun, but I was like, I can't drag none of these events out.
I just realized last time I was sitting with shorts this short. I got a lot of thigh comments. I realized I was once again busting it wide open for the camera. So I do apologize for if you do clip that and you want to put that up there. It's just going to be just all of that. I apologize
like the attention
to whoever is watching on StreamYard.
You raunchy whore.
Who's ever watching on StreamYard and had to look at that. Like that was a lot. I just realized that was a lot.
You know, I mean, the people love it. It was all great. It was all great comments. Great comments. Okay. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Also, Simone was there. I didn't get to see her. Never Not Extra Simone. Shout out Simone and Never Not Extra.
Never Not Extra.
She had posted me in her story, and I was like, oh shit, you were there, but we didn't see each other. Yeah, but it was packed. The Belasco.
I always wonder what I would perform if I did trap karaoke.
I was shocked that you haven't done it yet.
What would I perform?
There's so many things. You could do A Ribbon in the Sky. You could do Knocks Me Off My Feet.
I'm not doing Stevie at trap karaoke.
Why? Someone did The Truth by NDRE and the crowd went the fuck up.
I bet they did. I would either do Heard It All Before.
That was done yesterday.
I would do maybe some Usher.
That was not done yesterday.
Usher,
oh yes, Lovers and Friends was done yesterday.
Usher gets the crowd going.
They went up. Someone performed Tyrone.
Yeah.
That was good. She ain't know the words.
I may perform Annie Up.
By MOP?
No. Excuse me, Party Up.
Oh, I'm like, Kelvin,
I
what?
got to bring it to your couch, and it's got to be quick, y'all. The man's finna jump before it suck my dick and all that other cause you find what you don't
Oh,
get
that
down
would go
quick.
up. That would go up.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Mm-hmm. I think
Ain't
those
that
are some
some
good ones
shit?
to keep in the clip.
911 shit.
Mm-hmm. I think you should do
You
it.
know, I'm about to strip club.
Party up.
Yeah, because every time I come around this play, I just gotta get my dick sucked. But I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to. But I'm not here, my rights on.
Are you still going to
So watch what you
bathhouses?
do.
Didn't we say on the episode with Ray that you were done with
Or you gonna
bathhouses?
find yourself laying next to somebody else. We all thought you loved yourself. That
Kelvin's
couldn't be the issue.
still
Or maybe they're
frequenting
just saying that now
bathhouses,
because they miss you.
and
Maybe
he's
trying to hit
trying
you
to
to
rap
somebody
to
later to
create
go
a
back with them to
diversion.
the church.
Boo,
Church.
tomato. That's too loud. Tomato. I will hit you. I will hit you. That's louder than party up. But yeah.
Oh,
All right, let's get into some things. It
let's
is time
do
for
it.
bitch. You better read.
What's my favorite word?
Okay, number one.
Nah, I don't have it. I don't have it.
You know, and don't force it.
I know I
Don't
have
force
it.
it. We are here and we are getting the job done.
I don't have it. Number one.
Okay, so Sharon Osbourne says that she wants a refund on the
Number
nine.
two. I'm not.
No, I want to understand this some more because I don't know. I don't know. Sharon Osbourne says she wants a refund on the $900,000 that she donated to Black Lives Matter, and she also believes it's a scam. Girl, fuck you. Although I have my questions, you can't say that shit. You and your bat eating husband. Looks like Ye isn't the only celebrity who believes that Black Lives Matter is a scam. Sharon Osbourne is now sharing the same sentiments while requesting a refund for the donation that she reportedly gave to BLM. Probably after that ignorant comment she said on The View and felt bad. TMZ paparazzi caught up with the former talk show host and asked her to share her thoughts on the headlines regarding Ye and his comments about Black Lives Matter. She said, well, we gave $900,000 to Black Lives Matter, and I'd like my money back, please, she told the reporter. Drag them. Although the 69-year-old did not specify why she wanted a refund, she went on to express confusion surrounding the controversy and outrage of West's White Lives Matter stunt at his fashion show in Paris, saying, I don't understand why white lives don't matter. I don't understand it. It's not my culture, she said. Everybody matters, don't they? Osborne added that, wait, what the fuck is she then? Is British not white?
I had something so nasty to call her, but I
Oh no,
caught it.
pageant, future, politician. Stop. Osborne added that Kanye shouldn't be canceled over his comments. Instead, people should just ignore him, saying, don't go to his social media, don't listen to his music. She says, leave the guy alone. Let him do what he does. And if you don't like him, do that. Leave him alone. Um, and the rest of this is extra information that is unnecessary. So for me personally, I think my issue with this is that it's one of those things where it's like I could talk bad about my sister, but you can't. So in this situation, Sharon Osbourne being an outsider, not a black person, criticizing the moves or whatever the case may be surrounding Black Lives Matter, it's like, girl, hold that opinion for where it's applicable. This is not a space for that. Okay, I don't like how bold can you be? You were just on the negative end of racial controversy for that stunt at what was it, the Talk or the View?
The talk.
It was the Talk.
The talk.
Yeah, so like that was bad for you. So for you to like boast your chest up and talk about you want a refund from $900,000, like I'm like, girl, go to hell. Okay, that's first, second, and third. You know, like Kanye is a whole nother issue, but at least he's within the community, and that is where that stops for me. But I just don't feel comfortable hearing shit like that from Sharon. And also, why did you donate that money? Is it because you were getting an onslaught of negative responses for acting an ass on that talk show? Because did you really care? Did you really care? Because you were acting quite niggerish, if you ask me. So I really don't think you just decided, oh my God, black people are in distress. I want to help. Ozzy, please, what can we do? Kelly, what's the boy's name?
Jack.
His name is Jack. Oh, it is Jack. I wonder what he's been up to. Either way, I don't feel like you did it out the goodness of your heart. I feel like you were trying to cover your ass and do a little damage control for your rep. So, you know, fuck that. I mean, I don't know where any of the Black Lives Matter money went, but I feel a way about people outside the community speaking on the handling of Black Lives Matter. Like, no.
Okay, let me start by saying, in Sharon's defense, they did run up on her.
TMZ?
TMZ did run up on her.
Nosy ass.
And they really did not preface all the stuff that was going on with Kanye. They just said, um, Kanye West says that Black Lives Matter is a scam. What do you think about that? She's like, oh well, then I want my money back.
Is it then I want my money back, or is
Yeah.
it well while we're on the topic, I want my money back?
It's like, well, then I want my money.
Hold on, because I
Because
need to see a well then.
I seen it. It's like it was just more like they ran up on it. It's like, oh well, I want my money back. Like like Kanye says it's a scam. Oh well, I want my money back. So it was like she went in the whole thing about it, but also she didn't have to say that.
No,
Like, and then did she really donate that much? Like, I'm not pocket watching nobody.
no, but
I'm not pocket watching nobody because she definitely could have. But is that a believable amount that she donated to Black Lives Matter?
100 under a million, 100,000 under a million. I really am not seeing the reasoning. I don't know her to be that philanthropic. And like you said, I'm not pocket watching. I don't know her history of donating to charity or whatever the case may be. But $900,000,
Kind of a lot.
I don't know.
That's like
Okay.
but yeah, I don't need. And she knows that she's not the greatest. Has the greatest rapport with our community right now, and just to say things. Sharon, sometimes it's just cool just to keep walking. Just to keep walking.
Like, how
You
long
don't
have
have
they
to
been in
say
the
anything.
industry?
Just keep walking. But she's probably happy she just somebody stopped and talked to her because child, I ain't been checked for Sharon Osbourne since Soar former grand basketballist
Sure, on the way.
read her for her rights.
Yeah, that was awkward. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna move this. Do I want to? Is that what I'm doing?
Is that what you're doing?
I think so.
Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing? Because you can do that if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, because what I
It's your
put in number
prerogative.
5 is not that. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna make 5 2 and 2 5.
Okay.
So
Okay.
number
Okay.
2.
Number 2.
Kelly Rowland says that she practices gentle parenting with her kids to break the generational curse of talking at children. So Kelly Rowland sat down for an intimate interview on Angie Martinez in Real Life podcast this week to talk all things concerning motherhood, dealing with daddy issues stemming from her dad not being around for a great part of her life, and how she navigates parenting her 2 children because of it. So Kelly, who is a mother of a 7-year-old and a 1-year-old, expressed that she practices a much more nurturing way to her own parenting technique. She says, gentle parenting, which is just like, don't yell at them, right when something happens. I love it. Some of it makes sense to me and some of it doesn't. The Can't Nobody singer said, gentle parenting is trying to break the generational curse of talking at your kid and making them feel seen and respected. Rowland gave an example saying that if Titan had stormed up the stairs in their family home, instead of using a harsh tone to denounce her son's behavior, she would calmly say, I understand you're upset right now, but that is very disrespectful because I was just taught if you stomp up the stairs, you better keep your ass in the room then. You know what I mean? The interview saw Rowland tackle a series of personal topics, including the relationship she formed with her long-lost dad, who she hadn't spoken to in 30 years prior to reaching out to him back in 2018. Earlier this year, the Destiny's Child group member admitted that it was the heartwarming and sentimental words given to her by her longtime friend Jay-Z, which ended up giving her the confidence in making the first move by setting up a potential get-together with her father. As fans already know, Rowland was raised by her single mother, Doris Rowland Garrison, who passed away in 2014 at the age of 66. A few years after her passing, the singer started contemplating potentially forming a relationship with her father, given that he was still alive and that she'd been yearning for a bond with him for so long. Upon having a conversation with Jay about it, she recalled their conversation during an interview on the Today Show. Recounting, he said, love is all about risk. You got to decide if you're going to jump. You going to jump? That's what he asked me. Are you going to jump? Rowland took the jump and set up a meeting with her father at a hotel in Atlanta, Georgia, where the pair talked out their differences for 2 hours and have remained on close terms ever since. I love that for Kelly.
I love that for Kelly too.
I love that. She's just so evolved and grown.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask you, what do you believe would be your child rearing practices? Are you someone that is going to be like, stern vocally? Do you believe in sparing the rod? How are you going to do it?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think that I will like to have a rapport with my child that if I say something that I'm respected and they will know that I mean business. But also I understand that sometimes they don't know you mean business, so you show them that you mean business.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to do something sometime because the empty threats are only going to go so far. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that I like the relationship I had with my mom. Like I think I've got like maybe 4 whoopings I can think of.
Wow.
If that many, 3 or 4, yeah, I can honestly yeah, that's the only time. Like, so like my mom, I had a lot of respect for her, and we talked about things like, why did you do this? What is going on? Neek, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you should not do that. So like, I think I will probably be the same way. Now, granted, I do have a puppy,
Mm-hmm.
and I have all the good. I've been waiting my whole life to be somebody's parent because I've been practicing my black mama comebacks.
Mm-hmm. You got McDonald's money?
Oh,
Even though that dog better not be eating that shit.
Okay. No, she not eating McDonald's, but I
Okay.
got like the witty comments like, oh, so you got a laptop? I'll show you what a laptop can do. You black mamas just be real fast.
I know
with the real
that.
stuff.
It was just the example, like what?
Yeah, I'll show you how you work a laptop. You over there typing? I'll type something for you.
Okay.
I've been practicing that my whole life. So like so that's the type of parent I will be. So it won't be like, get your ass upstairs now, Timmy. But it will be like, yeah. So I like that parenting style. I think that you need a healthy balance of firmness, compassion, and understanding. Because if not, you raise a whole bunch of men that have podcast mics and tell people that they ugly.
Drag half of the podcasting community. I agree. Just establishing that balance. I don't know what that's gonna look like though, because my mom, she didn't place the fear of God in me, but I also knew not to play with her. Like it was very much like, if I do this, I'm probably gonna get my ass beat. And I wasn't one of those kids that got like a bunch of like whoopings or anything like that, but enough where I knew I ain't want no more.
Yeah.
So definitely a balance, but I don't think I could ever completely spare the rod because I just, especially in this country, I feel like it's really up to the Black community to like set a standard of discipline amongst the children, because if not, child, it's gonna be real wild in these streets. Like we do have to condition our kids to understand that they can't move as freely as some of the other people may. Just because that's just what it is. Like, that's not to say you can't go after certain things, you can't express interest in certain things, but certain things are a hell no. Okay, cutting up in the street, just being loud and belligerent, or like running around like ringing random doorbells, like real juvenile things that you don't think too much about, now could be a death sentence. So you really have to set a standard of discipline, and it may not be ideal, but child, do you want to keep your child alive?
Yeah. I think that's a really good point. I think that some things that we got away with as kids that the kids today cannot get away with. I think that we have to explain to them why these things are bad, because I think that's why a lot of people keep making same consequences they made as a child as an adult. They just get like more severe because they would never explain to why I couldn't do this or why this needs to be done like that. So then you go off in life making these. You don't have the critical thinking skills that you should because you never really learned critical thinking as a child.
Damn.
And that's why you got these 37-year-old men that don't know how to act like a grown person.
You just got into your higher education bag.
Yeah. I used to do that. I'm leaving this podcast to go on reinventing.
Oh, okay. I think that's a nice transition.
So I'm actually taking both of their seats. So it'll be reinventing with Kelvin.
Oh,
so
I think that's the better show idea.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah, that's the better show idea. Absolutely. I hope they're okay after that.
They'll recover.
I think so. They're fine.
If Sharon Osbourne can talk to him, he's looking at.
Period. Absolutely. Number three. A woman was arrested and charged with renting New York City luxury apartments for gang members. This headline.
Where was she at when I was looking for a new apartment?
I don't know, but this headline does not sit right with me. I mean, I guess it's straight to the point and it is click worthy, but there's something about the idea, because I know these people are Black. I know they're Black, and it's something about people being what is it? Limited
Labeled?
to a gang member. I don't know.
Well, where?
Let's
I haven't heard the story, so let's see if they are.
let's
gang
see.
members.
Let's see. Latoya Williams, who is 35, was charged with aggravated identity theft and wire fraud on October 5th. According to the New York Times, federal investigators suspected she was involved in gang activity after her phone number was listed as Toya's apartments on the phone of a man who was killed in Queens in February 2021. Damn it.
Yeah.
I had to
Wait,
bring
time
that
out.
shit over here.
I know someone from Queens.
Yeah.
Who do I know from Queens?
Nicki Minaj. The victim was
No, I know
reportedly
someone personally from
associated.
Queens.
You will
He was-
not make this a moment to
Wow.
criticize
I
or
know
bash my
someone from
borough.
Queens.
The victim was reportedly associated with the Mac Bella Brim Street Gang, and officers later
Now, why don't you
discovered.
know Mac Bella Brim?
Honestly, I didn't even know that was spelled correctly. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Maybe it's Mac Bala Brims?
Yeah, Mac Bala.
Mac Bala
Brims.
Brims?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not well versed.
Is that like a blood?
You are asking the wrong person.
Because you know, like the Bloods can't say like
anything
C
with a
words.
C.
Yeah.
Maybe like a subgroup in the gang.
Excuse me, to all Bloods out there. If you're a Blood and you like to explain to us what a Mac Bella Brim is, please. I am not gang affiliated at all. So there will be no harm done to me or to you because I'm just inquisitive. I'm not going to talk to the cops about it. I just want to know what it is. Is it like a subsector? Because like the MPAC has like that's all the Divine 9.
Mhm.
So like it's the Mac Bella Blood Brims like the Iotas or they like the Alphas or like where do they fall in when in the line of the
Are they a chapter within?
like how does that do you have like regionals? How do gangs work? Do they have like regionals?
Bitch, why do you keep asking me? I have no gang affiliation
this
whatsoever.
definitely happened on your block.
It was not okay, child. No, I can guess which one it was.
If this happened
but
on
no.
your block, you should know a little bit. So, do you all have regional conferences? Like, do you have a president of your gang organization? Like, do y'all vote? Like, do you pay membership dues? Like, how does it work? Like, do y'all go to like, because like when we go like to regionals or statewide, we like have conferences that we learn how to become like better men in business and all this other stuff. Do you all have that same thing? Like, do they teach you how to become a better gang member? Like, do they show you like the ins and outs of how gang affiliation really works? Like, I really want to know, like, how does this work? Do you have like a ball? Like, do y'all all like dress up in your gang affiliated colors and have like a ball? You get dressed up. Do you have like a or like there's like DJ going on? It's like a scholarship gala that goes on with this, and that goes back into the money for the gang. But also, like, how does the gang stay afloat? Is it a business? Do you all like actually like put money into a certain thing to make sure that this gang does not go under? I have so many questions that I really want to ask the Mac Bala Brims. I really want to know how this gang stuff works. So I don't want to join. Let me put that out there. I don't want to join. I just have questions about how it actually works. And that's just me being inquisitive. That's like just me really just want to know how it works.
Well, I'm going to get back to my story and hopefully somebody hits you in your DMs with all those answers because I have none of them. So the victim was reportedly associated with the Mac Bala Brim Street Gang, and officers later discovered other gang members had been living in the Yonkers apartment rented by Williams. Yonkers is not in Queens. The phone number was also listed under several apartments in Brooklyn that other gang members used. In one apartment, officers found 5 guns and said that Williams falsified tax returns, bank statements, social security numbers, driver's licenses to rent the units under different names. Allegedly, she also paid for some of the rentals by using unemployment benefit cards. Wow, this is very resourceful, but ghetto. Members of the Mac Bala Brim sector were under investigation in 2019 after they were accused of increased violence throughout New York City. The Brooklyn U.S. Attorney's Office charged 17 members in a racketeering case. During the indictment, it was reported that the issue stemmed from multiple armed robberies in Long Island and Queens. Most victims were families with Indian flags posted outside their homes, and one member robbed a home while wearing a UPS jacket. Child, the ghetto. Ratatata. Honestly, I just put this in here because it was a slow news week. And I was like, oh, this is a change of pace. We don't typically talk about like shit like this. But I really just don't have the range to even have much of an opinion on this. It's just wild. Like,
I
girl,
think she's rather resourceful. I think if you are going to be in the gang, everybody. That's why I want to know what is everybody's roles and responsibilities, because clearly she was the one to get people in and make sure that people had living. So if the gang is all about protecting the community, that's what she was doing.
and we will talk more about this after this commercial break. All right, all right. We are back. And for everyone on StreamYard who just witnessed Kelvin patting his cootie cat like Evelyn Lozada, please, I apologize.
Yeah, it was a lot going on.
A lot going on there. Number 4.
Number 4.
Ray J leaves fans concerned about his mental health after a video post about suicide. Well, after he posts a video about suicide and contemplating jumping off a ledge. So Ray J concerned fans after posting about suicidal thoughts and jumping off of a ledge in a series of videos where the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood star seemingly contemplated taking his own life. In one video, the 41-year-old filmed himself on some kind of elevated surface as he zoomed in on a bright full moon. If it wasn't for my kids, I would jump off and die tonight, he captioned the since deleted video on Thursday night. In another clip, Ray J can be seen sitting on a ledge with his feet dangling over the edge as he pans to the ground below, asking fans if he should just jump and end it right now. Saying, should I just jump and end it right now? The singer, whose real name is William Ray Norwood Jr., also took to Instagram stories and posted similarly unsettling videos and photos, captioning one video of the moon saying, "If I died tonight," while adding in another video of the ground below him, saying, "Trying to figure it out. Maybe this life was an illusion. Maybe the next life was my real reality." A source close to Ray J told Page Six that the singer is fine and that everything is okay. The source reportedly added that the videos were taken while on vacation with Princess Love, Ray J's on and off wife. Um, yeah. I'm, I hope everything is okay with Ray J. I think we are used to seeing Ray J in a more playful light to a degree.
Mhm.
So, seeing stuff like this is a little concerning, especially knowing that the world is a wild place. So, I really don't put it past anybody. And I understand that money does not buy happiness. So he may very well be dealing with some emotional baggage right now. Like we said, his relationship is very much on and off. He is a business owner, he is a career man. We don't know what is going on behind the scenes. So I am hoping that everything is okay with that. Did you see the post from Whack 100?
I did. That's how I was about to. I was
Speak your
waiting for my
piece.
turn
Speak
so I
your
can tell
piece.
Whack 100 how whack he is.
Speak your piece.
I do not understand how someone who's allegedly so respected,
Mm-hmm.
who has so much clout in these streets, whose people look up to as a mentor, is always in the center of some foolishness. Now, for those that don't know, when Ray J posted this, said, "Should I just jump?" Whack post, I'm paraphrasing, 'cause I don't know exactly. He said, "Well, just jump,"
Mm-hmm.
because we don't do that on Pyru.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what? What? And this is his manager. At one point in time, Whack 100 was Ray J's manager. I don't know if he still is, but that's the person that you're managing. But we also know that Whack 100 also manages Blueface. So,
Child, not today. Not
let's
today.
just put that precursor out there. But I just think that that's, regardless if Ray J was playing, regardless if they have some type of rapport that they can say things like that, you don't say stuff like that, because we don't know what Ray J's breaking point was, or if this was really something that he was really, really contemplating. And that one comment could have literally just took him over, especially with somebody that you know.
Mm-hmm. Right. Somebody that you trust to handle your career to a degree.
Yeah.
A person of what is it? Importance or impression? But I don't know. And I also wonder, I'm like, are you naturally like this, or has social media made us like this? Because even in some of the comment sections, for the most part, people were getting on Whack 100's head, as they should. But then there were other people like, well, yeah, if you were gonna do it, you would just do it. But I'm like, and then like some other people were like, I think this is just something for attention. I'm like, well, and then I saw another comment where they're like, well, if he's doing it for attention, it's probably because he wants help. So, it's just a lot going on in the world. But social media does remind me that it can be a cold place, because I be going through things and I'm just like, who thinks to write this? I don't know. But I do hope Ray J's okay. I think it was a little more concerning because Brandy had posted about it, and I was like, if it was something that we didn't need to take super seriously, I don't think Brandy would post about it, because she typically doesn't deal with
Foolishness.
So I don't know, but I do hope that Ray J is okay and that he gets the help he needs. And to anyone who is watching this that is struggling with anything at this moment, if you're having any harmful thoughts, self-harm, whatever the case may be, feel free to reach out to me. I won't put Kelvin services out there because this is a service I'm extending for you. Or just reach out to people like near you, your family, your friends. Find one person that, ask them if they have the capacity to take that, but then like release, because things are going on right now. Like I feel like the world is in heavy turmoil and we all need an outlet. Look into therapy resources around. You can find some really good stuff if you dig. Ask around. I have some good resources, especially if you're a Black gay man. Hit me up. Or a Black gay woman, hit me up, because we all need somebody to talk to right now. But yeah, that's
We do. And I echo those sentiments that you said, and I just want to add like a caveat when you said like people in the comments talking about this like a cry for attention. He just wants attention. Well, a lot of times these acts are cries for help of attention, that you need to pay attention to what I'm doing because I don't know if I can handle these things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we need, as a society, we have become so numb to these things until it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or will, like, even like with Chadwick Boseman and with Tracy Braxton and like Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we look at people's weight and we make fun of things instead of like being a little bit compassionate
Mm-hmm.
because we don't know what's really going on. Like, and this is the same situation with this. We don't really know what's going on. There needs to be some type of compassion.
Absolutely.
There needs to be some type of love. I think that people have gotten so used to being behind these phone screens and behind, because no one really types on the computer no more. But like we gotten so used to like just being behind these screens that we forget that there's an actual human on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
We have such a lack of love and concern for people because we feel like we can just say whatever we want, turn it off, and throw the phone to the side, and then it's done.
Yeah.
No, the person reading that is receiving those words,
Mm-hmm.
and that really bothers me a lot. So I don't know.
No,
But
that's
also, like, I
real.
was thinking, like, the 11th is National Coming Out Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that a lot of times, as gay men and women, we don't have that type of support. So a lot of times, I think like gay suicide is like probably like the highest. You
Uh,
know,
It sounds right to
so
me.
it's like when you see people making these cries for help, it's not saying that Ray J's gay. I'm not trying to allude to nothing like that. Please don't take my words out of context.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of times when people don't have the outlet to express themselves, they do things like this, and they end up harming themselves.
Mhm.
So pay attention to what people are saying because all things are not meant to be jokes.
Absolutely.
If
Absolutely.
that made any sense.
It made all the sense in the world. I also think in part people are so conditioned to want to get the reposts or like see 5,000 likes on their comments that they're willing to just say and do whatever. And it's just like empathy and compassion is at a low, and I don't even know anymore. My interest in social media has decreased drastically, and my dealing with it has declined as well. Like I'll post, like my story gets a lot of attention because I just want people to like come through, hear a few bops, get a message, laugh a bit, go. But like in terms of really dealing with it, I don't read too many blogs posts at this point because I feel like sometimes they bait. And I don't nowadays, not that I don't care. I just need to create more space because I just feel like yeah, everything is upside down. Like I just feel like the world is on a tilt.
Yeah.
Like on some weird shit.
Yeah.
So I try and just like keep my peace as much as I can. And social media is not super great for that depending on what I follow. I think because I have to follow certain things to keep up with what's going on. But then when you follow blog pages and stuff, not to like bash blogs, but it's just like the community attached to that's where the negative energy comes from. And I'm just like, child, it could be anything from Boosie saying something stupid, from Zaya getting talked about, and Sydney Star being like misgendered. A bunch of shit I just don't care to see. I don't care to see or read.
I didn't really like realize how much. I'm trying to think of a way to like say this in Coof. I didn't realize how much unnecessary stress I put on myself by working social media for like a entertainment news company. And not so much just like having to post things, like being on top of things, but like ingesting so much drama, negativity, craziness, staying on top of stories. Like this person did that with this, and this person does that with that, and this person that with that. And it starts to almost consume your life more than your own life does.
You got to know as much about their lives as you do yours.
Yeah. And me being an empath, like I take. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Sorry, God. Me being an empath, that adds stuff to me.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, why am I feeling so emotional? Why am I moody? Yeah. It's because you're watching and ingesting all those things.
Yeah, there were the amount of stories I saw yesterday, like this mother of 6 was murdered. by past lover or whatever the case may be. I don't know if that was the same story of the woman who was beat up in a salon and then like he caught her elsewhere and shot her. Like once I think she was either picking up her kids or dropping them off. One woman got shot while she was holding a baby. I was like, this is too much. This is too much. And now it's getting to the point where on social media, they're getting away with like posting the videos without the trigger warnings and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is too much. I can't
like
do
the,
this.
Like the cops assassinating that man in the car at the McDonald's.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't
did
try
not
to
watch
watch it.
that.
I didn't try to watch. I'm literally just scrolling on my timeline and it's there. And I'm like, what is this? And then like, oh no, because I can't do trauma. I can't do the trauma.
Yeah, I'm good off that. I'm so good off that. So like my interaction with social media has definitely declined, and I don't feel bad about it. Like I don't feel bad about not always being in the loop because I'm like, what is being funneled to me anyway? What is the information I'm getting on a daily basis? I'm getting Krishan and Blueface, don't want it. Kanye West with the fuckery, don't care. Racial injustice, nothing new. You know, sometimes we'll get like some black girl magic sprinkled in there. Woo, once to fulfill a quota, and just no. So I think that's in part like, well, I'll talk about that off because I'm not gonna whatever. But either way, like social media is draining, and I'm definitely pulling back from it. Number 5. Speaking of Kanye, when I was younger, I always wanted to meet Jay-Z. I wanted to be a video girl. I wanted to know the ballas, the chocolates. So I got Kanye's new workout plan.
I love you for referencing that.
I freaking love that soundbite. And I love what he's contributed to the culture, but honestly, enough is enough. So today, this is going to be our Shut the Fuck Up.
Shut the fuck up.
Diddy now says that he doesn't support Kanye West's White Lives Matter slogan. After appearing on The Breakfast Club and saying Kanye West's messages are misconstrued, Diddy seems to have had a change of heart and now disapproves of the White Lives Matter t-shirt. That Kanye introduced during Paris Fashion Week. When asked his stance, Diddy stated, "My boy is a super, super, super free thinker," Diddy said. And a lot of times what he means is like misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? I understand white lives do matter, but it's not that. He continued, "Black Lives Matter was our slogan. That wasn't our slogan to go share with anybody else because right now we're the ones that are dying, that are incarcerated, that are left in poverty." It appears that Diddy has taken a different approach on the situation. Taking to Instagram, the 52-year-old added, "I don't rock with it. I'm not with it." He continued to say that the hat, the press, and what the fashion is doing, thinking is a joke. Hold on. Is that how this is written?
That the press and what fashion is doing and thinking is a joke. It's missing the T.
Got it. Ooh, child. Okay. I didn't type this.
I know you didn't.
The mogul also stated, "Don't wear the shirt, don't buy the shirt, don't play with the shirt. It's not a joke." At Kanye's show, he's seen sitting on the floor with a shirt with the phrase on the back. The father of 4 was also seen in a photo with Republican commentator Candace Owens wearing the same shirt. Saying her name is disgusting. Both posts garnered over 17,000 comments collectively. Real Housewives of Potomac star Dr. Wendy Osefo stepped in writing, "All skin folk ain't kin folk." This is my thing, and I want to pick my words wisely because I have a great respect for Diddy and his impact on entertainment and business. I'm at the point now where my free thinking senses have been kicked into overdrive because I feel like naturally we, the Black community, have looked at higher figures like Diddy and Kanye West to be the moral compass, to be the political guide, to, I don't know, hold the flame as we walk towards freedom and solidarity. I don't know when we got on that bandwagon, but it is time for all of us to get the fuck off. Okay. At the end of the end, no shade. No shade. Like I said, respect Diddy. I can't say I love Diddy because I don't know that man, but I respect him. I respect him down. However, a lot of things that are said from time to time, I'm just like, what's the end goal here? Because Diddy was, I didn't see the full Breakfast Club interview, but some of the clips I was seeing, I was like, I don't know why you're supporting this. But also, Diddy is the same person that got up there talking about, I never robbed nobody. And that's a different conversation for another day. But really quickly, just because the contracts were written with poor intention, okay, so I guess you didn't technically rob them, but the execution was to rob them. So I say all that to say, Diddy is nobody's moral compass. Kanye is damn sure nobody's moral compass. Ti is nobody's moral compass. Boosie is nobody's moral compass. And I don't want to go through the most common names, but like even Beyonce is no one's moral compass. Stop letting celebrities tell you which way to go. Like really take the time and figure out how to formulate opinions for yourself in life in general. And it's not even just like a celebrity thing. Like your parents don't have to like lead it because they don't always know what they're talking about. Your best friend can't always tell you where to go. Sometimes you just have to sit and like figure out how you feel about a situation and then move accordingly. I feel like a lot of times we're willing to allow people in higher tax brackets to tell us what is what. And I don't even know that they always know what is what, especially with all that's going on right now. Like I feel like politically, this isn't the time for us to be like, oh, my favorite rapper is endorsing this person. Shit is getting overturned. Okay, Roe v. Wade was how many months ago? Let us not forget. So it does not matter if Cardi's in a room with Joe Biden. It does not matter if it's Nicki Minaj, Meg Thee Stallion, Lotto. Does not matter. Go read a book. Go figure out what's happening, what laws are being discussed. Like it's time for us to really like establish these things for ourselves because I don't know what's what anymore. I don't know what is what anymore, but I know I am not trying to get answers from people in pop culture. I'm not. And a lot of y'all are really upset with Kanye because y'all are so invested in his opinion. Why? I don't know. Yes, the man is great musically, but what is it about him that y'all think he's this great philosopher, politician, advocate, activist? What? Because he made Kanye's workout plan? Are you dumb? Are y'all fucking dumb? Okay, like Can't Tell Me Nothing, Gold Digger, all great songs. But that's not enough for y'all to be so invested in one man's opinion. Like that's so stupid. And that's why y'all feel crazy because y'all keep trying to make him this genius figure and then he goes around and does something asinine and y'all are just like trying to figure out what's the deeper meaning. Maybe it's as surface level as it comes across. Kanye's a wild man. Stop reading so deep. You know, this is why people stay in some fucked up relationships. This is why people be staying in fucked up relationships. They're like, no, no, no. This has to mean something deeper. He has to love me. She must love me. Like they wouldn't do this to me if they did not love me. Sometimes, if it looks and smells and tastes like shit, maybe it's shit. Maybe it's shit. That's all I got.
You know, I legit had an emotional response to seeing Kanye in that White Lives Matter shirt.
What was your emotional response?
I was really sad. It really hurt my feelings. Like, I love Yeezys. I'm wearing Yeezys today, and I had not worn them like all week because I didn't even want to look at the boxes. Like to think that someone at one point who was, and I know you say like celebrities are not our moral compass, but I also think that celebrities have a little bit of a
responsibility and obligation
to move culture forward, especially the culture they are representing, the culture that they are influencing.
I'd like to think, and some do the work. You do have like the Beyoncés and stuff, but just because they're in that position does not mean they willingly signed up to do that part of it.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. But when you start your career off as a backpack rapper, talk about injustices and how things are moving and how you see the world in your neighborhood and how it's affecting everyone else around you, and then you turn into something that is, for lack of better words, a minstrel show, and you are shucking and jiving, and you are doing things for, I don't know, for clickbait, if it's for to shake up stuff, or like I don't know what it is, but it's the wrong way of doing it. For you to take something like Black Lives Matter, and I'm tired of the narrative that Black Lives Matter is just an organization. It is a slogan. It is a movement. It is something that was like, black is beautiful. I'm black and I'm proud. It's those same things that they had from the 70s, in the early 80s, in the late 60s, to mobilize and to create a movement around Black bodies and show how important and how beautiful they really are. And for you to take something and twist it in almost in a way that has been used for white supremacy and that's been used against us, just make it seem like we are trying to be oppressors, makes no sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then for you to put that on your Black body,
Partnered with Candace Owens' confused body.
it really hurt my feelings. Like I literally almost like shed a tear. Like, what is really going on? Because at this point, it's not. It's so dangerous what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if y'all can see this, but please be careful in 2024, because this is all a ploy. I'm telling you, he's gonna run again.
Oh,
Kanye's gonna run for president again, and it's all a ploy to take away votes
from the candidate that actually
needs to be in. This is how you get those white radicals together. You rally behind them.
Because ain't no white. Well, there will
And
be
then
some choice few white people that will vote Kanye.
Yeah. And then there's that middle ground that's like, I don't like this, I don't like that. Oh, I like the same people that love Donald Trump for being a free thinker are the same people that's gonna rally behind Kanye for being a free thinker.
Just to say Kanye is my president.
And
dense bitches.
It's a dangerous thing, especially in this point in time where people are losing jobs. We're in a recession that nobody wants to talk about.
Thank you. An unspoken recession. I've been saying this for months.
We are battling race relations in the Supreme Court. We have women's rights being taken away left and right. It is not a time to be playing with people's lives and be playing with words that matter. You yell these things and you say these things. Those are white supremacist statements. White lives matter, just like white power is a supremacist statement.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. And when we say it, we say it in the act of pride and an affirmation. When they say it, it's an act of hatred towards other groups.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what people fail to realize. And then when you put that on your body and on a shirt
and on other Black bodies,
and I wanted to,
child,
I know Bob Marley is in heaven going off.
Okay. Smoking, chain smoking.
Because for Lauryn Hill's daughter to have that on,
she defended it. Did you see?
No, what'd she say?
She wants to have further conversation. This is me like really trying to summarize this. She wants to have further conversation because she realizes that it's provoking a lot of conversation outside of the event itself, and she feels like, I don't remember her exact phrasing, but basically it wasn't like, oh, I was upset that I was a part of this or anything like that. It's kind of like, yeah, we're shaking the room. These are the conversations, and people don't get it, but they're not like as open as we are. It was something in that realm, and I was just like, child, I'm tired.
This is my thing. Everybody says we're not open and we're not free thinking. But no one's explaining what the fuck they thinking.
Yeah, I'm like, the freedom of y'all's
what minds is this free thinking?
It's getting a little too wild.
What the fuck are we supposed to be thinking?
We need parameters.
Like, no, like legit, like explain it to me. What does this mean? Like, explain why you feel like you need to have a White Lives Matter shirt to counter what Black Lives Matter. Like, we're not saying like, explain this to me.
She was saying, we only have a minute and 13 seconds, but basically she was saying that when Black people do certain things, it takes the value out of it for that group, i.e. the white people. So if we have White Lives Matter on, then it's kind of like, oh, they're wearing this, da 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 da. I like us supporting it will create some type of erasure within the white community. I'm like, no, because the acts don't change. Like, what do y'all think? This is not a fashion week trend The issue is that Black people are killed for no reason. Incarceration rates are through the roof with Black bodies. These are the issues. We're not talking about, oh, some people are wearing Parkers and other people are wearing trench coats. That's not the conversation here. So if you think because a bunch of Black people wear White Lives Matter shirts, that white people are going to get tired,
Is that supposed to take back the power?
and the whole narrative is going to flip, you guys sound stupid as fuck. As fuck.
You can't take back power in something you didn't create.
So, Lauryn Hill, please show up to your daughter's school on time and talk to her. Because I don't know what the fuck is going on. We'll be back after this commercial. And we are back. We are back.
We're here.
We are back. We are back. We are back. Honestly, that's all for Bitch You Better Read.
What's my favorite word?
Okay. And now it's time for the topic.
You think Harriet Tubman was walking around with a fucking nice, shiny fucking dress on with a fucking crown on her head when she was taking slaves to freedom?
Okay.
Yes.
Because Kanye, if you wanted to make a statement, you could have put that shit on a shirt.
I would have loved to see. I would love to see a Harriet Tubman shirt with a shiny fucking crown on her head.
With a shiny fucking dress on, with a bunch of slaves behind her holding
Yeah.
enslaved people, holding lanterns.
Yeah.
To freedom.
To freedom. And then a bomb in the background. If you want to be creative, you want to make a statement. You make a statement, put Harriet Tubman on your shirts. Put Sojourner Truth on your shirts. Frederick Douglass.
Okay.
W.E.B. Du Bois.
Like,
Booker T. Washington. Make a statement that way.
Kanye is. I said I was on a Bitch You Better Read. What's the topic?
This is okay. The topic that I want to talk about, because I had a little bit of conversation with someone, and we were talking about how a lot of the newer generation, our generation included, does not know a lot of history, and their lack of understanding history leads to unconscious decisions that they make now, and do things like White Lives Matter and all this other stuff because they don't understand the history of oppression or things that really came before. So I want to know what your take is, because I know like people think that I'm a little bit of a history buff. I like history. I like just knowing things, but it just has to do like with just politics and racial things, but just like in life in general. Like even when we look at media and like the movies that are being made or the songs that are being remade, and people like, oh, when did this remix to this come out? And it's like, what are you talking about? This is the original song. Or like, how do you feel about the newer generation not knowing history or not knowing where things originate from? And do you think that's our fault? Do you think it's the parents' fault? Like
I think it's dangerous, definitely. You know, it's true what they say. In order to know where you're going, you have to know where you came from.
Yeah.
So, and that can go for different things, whether it be pop culture and entertainment, political things, racial things, whatever the case may be. So I do think that there is a need to know your history, but who's to blame? The school system in part, because it's like I think that the school system is more geared towards retention and regurgitation. But what information do we want retained? What information do we want regurgitated? Because that creates a cycle. And you know, we've been having this. What was the subject matter that they were trying to keep out of classrooms? It was racially. It was about race, but I don't remember like.
I don't remember if
what.
it was the the transatlantic slave trade. I'm not calling it the triangle trade. Let's call it what it was. Or if it was, there's so much stuff. They banned so many books.
It's something like, fuck, I don't remember. But either way, it was something like about Black history not fully being taught in schools, which is dangerous in itself, because then what are people regurgitating and what's going to be in the next generation textbooks and stuff
you don't
like
make
that.
the white kids feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, child, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. On top of that, I think that the parents need to do a good job too. Like, we can't rely on the school system to teach everything that needs to be taught. It's up to parents to really sit with your kids and let them know what's up in this world, so that way you can help your kids sustain a healthy life. Like, they have to know what's going on with the police. They have to know what's going on in politics. They got to know what's going on in media. Like, these are the things, and you never know, like, these conversations prompt greater things in life. Like, maybe if you're talking to your kids about laws and stuff, you're raising a lawyer or a judge or whatever, Supreme Court justice. You never know, but you have to have these conversations. So I think it's it takes a village type of situation. Like, the information has to be presented. Now, what I will say for pop culture and media, it's upsetting to me as a music buff, self-proclaimed music buff, to like be on TikTok or like, what is the Billie Eilish song? So at the Hip Hop Awards, I don't know his name, but he's very talented, up and coming rapper. He did his thing. So then, you know, that song samples Noriega's Nothing, produced by the Neptunes. And people were looking like, who's this old ass man? I didn't even know. I thought that was Lil Wayne's song. I was just like, please, everyone, stop. Everyone, please. The world is in shambles and you're just making it worse. It was Nori's song. So I don't know. Like, history is very important, but I think it's important that we are really refining the history that we're giving to our kids. Like, we have to do our research to make sure that the history is worth teaching them.
Yeah.
That was a very long-winded answer to a short question, but that is my only response. So take the floor.
No, I agree. I think that it's important that we are teaching our children what happened before, so they have an understanding of why things are the way they are now. And I think this newer generation is, for lack of a better word, so woke, but so naive at the same time of other things that happen. Like they are so quick to call out injustice. They are so quick to say this. They are so quick to know who they are. They are so quick to develop faster, which is a great thing. But they also are so quick to negate the things that happened before them, or to just pass by like, oh, that's just old stuff.
That is so true.
And it's really interesting because if they will take the time like to really sit back and think about what happened before, they can, even though they're calling out injustice, they can understand where these injustices come from and how the cycle is continuing.
Right.
And find really the root of those issues.
And develop a stronger strategy. Maybe
Yeah.
something that we haven't thought to do all those years, you know, but
it's also like the lack of traditions that this younger generation knows. And I can't imagine. There's so many people that when I was working at WKU that did not know how to do the electric slide.
Child.
Or never heard before I let go.
I saw that a few times in this month.
I'm like, I don't understand how these Black cultural things are not being passed down. Like, how do you not know that stuff? Like, I understand you have young mamas and there's a lot of young grandmas, but our generation still knows this stuff. I know the bus stop.
I don't know that.
You don't know bus stop? Wow.
I do feel like this generation, child, I don't give a fuck. I ain't never heard of no bus stop unless I was waiting for one. But I feel like this generation knows. I don't want to like come down on.
Are
them,
we becoming
our parents?
Yeah, and be like, they don't know this is wrong with that. This is wrong with y'all youngsters today.
Yeah.
Are we becoming them?
Yes, in part, and rightfully so. In part, our parents weren't fully wrong. I think but look, if the conversation is about history, it has to be. I don't know. Yeah. We have to be working in tandem. So they have to be like, this is what we did. This is what we experienced. So we can take note and be like, okay, that's not really applicable. Like, we don't have to do that. Like, a bus march now probably wouldn't hit the same. We got Lyfts, Ubers, scooters.
Yeah.
But you have to know where you came from to know where you're going. So that worked for them for X amount of months and stuff like that. How can we take what we have today and implement that and get a greater result? Like, there's nothing wrong with our parents being like, think about this, think about this, think about this. It doesn't mean you have to do it this way, but at least you have that extra perspective. So I'm glad that we have that. It's wisdom and it needs to be passed on to the younger generations. But the younger generation has a lot of great things going for them. Like you said, they call out injustice. They're very good about getting themselves on. They know how to work electronics and media and all that stuff. Like, there's some really great things happening, but they're a little microwavable. It's like a popcorn generation in a sense where it's like, yeah, I know how to work this right now, but I'm not worried about the coils and stuff that came from like 1872 that are in this in 2022. And I'm just like, well, then you don't really know shit. You don't know shit. You know how to start it, but you don't know if this thing collapsed and broke down, you can rebuild it, you know? So like, there's nothing wrong with trying to impart that wisdom. I think the issue is when it becomes my way or the highway. And that was the issue with a lot of our parents' generation. It was kind of like, no, do it this way, do it this way. But I'm like, that doesn't work. But it worked for us. Yeah.
Let's find a healthy balance.
It's the cycle of life. But like, it can't be like us against each other. It's mad people already against us. So it's like, find where the information meets in the middle and then like make it work. Child, I'm off the soapbox. I don't know where this is coming from because I'm half asleep.
Wake up, Mr. West. Mr. West.
Don't you dare. I don't want that name anywhere near. I'd rather be Dave East before Kanye West.
Not Dave East before Kanye West.
Whatever direction ain't West, I'll go.
That's the topic.
Okay.
Oh, man. Now it's time for the question of the day.
Let's do it.
Question.
The world. Today's question of the day. The world.
The world.
What is it giving as of late? The ghetto.
Ooh. No, Roberto.
Ah, God.
Why would he interrupt our stuff like that?
There were so many things going through my head as far as what that could have been. And so yeah, what would you say what do you feel like the world is giving as of late?
But that just interrupted us. That's what it's given. A hot mess is what the world is giving.
A mess. A
But
mess.
I'm learning to find pockets of joy in mess. Pockets of sanity in mess. Pockets of I can do this in mess. I think that, like how we talked about a little earlier, how social media can make you focus on so many negative things that, like, we know global warming is happening. There is a hurricane going on. There is mass shooting still. Like, there's a lot of things going on, and it's a lot to digest. I think that while we're digesting those negative things, we also have to take moments to really just push forward positive things and find little pockets of joy in our own lives. I think that sometimes we get so consumed with what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is posting, and what everybody else is just going through, that we have to find our own happiness and just celebrate those little things, those little moments.
Absolutely. Like, finding joy is more important now than ever, I believe, because I feel like I'm in a whirlwind of some just shit. Like, no matter what. And it's probably because of social media, honestly. Like, I feel like social media really highlights how crazy the world is at one time. And right now, it just feels crazy.
I've also realized that I have to take the time to make sure my circle is good and who I'm around is also really, really solid.
Yeah, that's important. And like you said, even having those moments of joy with your circle. Like for me last night, I went out with my friends Zavi, I went out with Dwayne, I went out with Bass Coochie, Coochie House. My friend Prince, like, that was necessary because I've been stressing over finances and stuff like that. And I had become a bit of a hermit because it was kind of like, I can't even afford to go outside and breathe air. So, like, for me to be in hermit mode, that can drop your quality of life. So, like you said, it's important to find joy despite what may be going on around you. So, yeah, the world is definitely a wild place right now. It's important that we are vigilant, aware, healthier than ever. But it is important that we're also finding those pockets of joy, because if not, good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck to everyone involved.
Because it's not coming.
Okay.
I think that it's important that a lot of times, well, I don't know what I'm saying. I think it's important that a lot of times.
It depends on where you're going with it.
It's time to go to bed.
Free flow.
It's time to go to bed.
Freestyle.
It's time to go to bed. It's time to go to bed.
Freaking.
Question.
That was all for the question of
No,
the
it's
day.
not for I told you that. It's time to go to bed.
Today's If I Told You That is, what would you choose if you could instantly have a talent that someone you know has?
Ooh.
For me, singing, but
Sing a song. Who you want to sing?
I want to sing like, I really want to, like, it has to be like Kiki Wyatt or Christina Aguilera. Like, I want to sing.
You want to sing like your gut.
Yeah, like I want people to. Those are undeniable voices to me. The type of voices where it's just like, well, someone will find a way to be like, you can't sing, but like for the most part, people can't argue that you can't sing. Yeah, people can't argue. Yeah, yeah. So singing, but like Christina Aguilera, Kiki Wyatt. I'm trying to think of a strong male vocalist whose
Avery
voice
Wilson.
I want.
Avery Wilson.
Not a fan.
Tank. Johnny Gill.
Johnny Gill's fine. Did I ever tell you what happened with Avery Wilson on the carpet?
No, what happened with Avery Wilson?
That's why I said I'm not a fan. So I was doing I won't say the award show I was doing, so I can go next year. But I was doing an award show.
Was it the same one we were at?
No.
Okay.
And him and his PR person were coming through, and I'd asked for an interview, not because of me, but because my camera person found him very attractive, and they were like, "Oh, that's Avery Wilson," blah 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 blah. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." I don't know if he was like nervous or whatever the case may be, but I was like, I'll ask to do the interview so that way you have a reason to like communicate. And I was like, "Hey Avery," like I introduced myself, the platform, all this stuff. I was like, "Can I get an interview with you?" And then like he looked down at like the little label and like turned to his publicist, and they were like, I don't even think he said no thank you. I was so turned off.
Now who else is talking to him?
He was singing a few people down, but me personally, like, I respect his gift, and I'm not gonna downplay that. I'm like, it's whatever, it's cool. Like, background with Christina Aguilera, you're doing your shit, it's cool. But for me personally, I know this ain't the last time you're gonna see me, and I will make sure that when we see each other again, and I have you in an intimate setting, that you know that shit wasn't cute. It wasn't cute. And don't do that. Because for me, like, young black media and knowing where I've come from in this and seeing other people that I've actually respected do that shit, I don't like that. And that's one of my things when I get to that position. I will never downplay
Anybody's
any
platform.
media. Actually, it does. As black media, I will
Anybody's
always have a
platform.
certain like respect for, but I don't care if it's white, Hispanic. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna walk. I don't understand why celebrities walk a carpet and then don't want to talk about that, or don't want to stop and talk to the outlets. Don't walk the carpet.
Don't walk the
Because
carpet.
if you're just gonna go and download the photos without paying for them off of Getty Images, shout out to Arnold.
Okay.
Why? If you just want free photos, just take the pictures at home. Because you're not even paying for Arnold's work.
No, really not. Arnold's so nice. But like, yeah, like that turned me off of him. And I was just like, boy, okay, that's fine.
Okay, so you will want to sing.
Yes.
I would want how to cook. I can't cook.
Do you try?
No, and that's my thing. I need to have the talent, the passion to know how to cook. I want to cook like Tabitha Brown. Gordon
Healthy and
Ramsay.
good.
Yeah, I want to cook like, oh look, I just made this. We have a frat brother in Atlanta who makes really, really yummy stuff on Instagram.
What's the Instagram name?
Travis LB.
I'm not familiar with his line.
Yeah. I think it's like his tail. But he makes really yummy stuff on IG, and I really want to learn how to cook. So if I could trade with someone's talents, I would trade with him to learn how to cook.
You know, cooking is very much trial and error.
I know, and I don't have time for error.
I get that. I do get that. But it could be fun.
I'm hungry.
You just got to find the things that you are really invested in, so that way there's an end goal. And then like that makes you really want it.
But no, because you know, my birthday tomorrow. I just want to let you know my birthday tomorrow.
You're a Sagittarius.
As my birthday is coming up, and I'm starting to like refocus, like what do I want for myself in this upcoming year, this new, because a lot of people look at New Year like the beginning of the calendar year. I think like birthday should also reflect that, because that's your personal calendar year. It's a resetting of self, you know. It's resetting of self, you know. And I'm thinking like, what do I want from the upcoming year? And I know for me, one of my personal goals is really to cook. I want to learn how to cook.
Cooking is so much fun, especially once you get in there. Like, imagine if you knew how to make fried cauliflower for yourself.
Yeah. And I was thinking, like, I'm getting older and dates are getting expensive.
Okay.
And you could definitely come over and we can eat.
A nice dinner date, some wine, maybe some Chardonnay.
I want to get classy.
And
also, I realized I spend so much money on food.
Yeah.
My check goes to clothes and food.
The first step to cooking is getting in the kitchen.
Well, I stand there all the time.
Okay, maybe go into the grocery store, buying things and taking it into the kitchen.
I tried to go grocery shopping the other day. Child, God bless America, from sea to shining sea.
What did you buy?
I bought Beyond chicken patties and some rolls and a bag of chips.
Okay. And how did the chicken patties go? What did you
put
do
them in the air fryer.
Were they like? Oh yeah, they were Beyond.
And that was it. I didn't buy the lettuce, no tomatoes, no onions, no.
Do you even add seasoning?
I didn't even do that.
Kelvin, you can't expect the food to just
put it in there. But I already said I'll put some lemon pepper on them next time. Ooh.
That's a start.
Yeah, I'll put some lemon pepper on mine.
Kelvin, you gotta season your food. You gotta season your food. You can't just take it.
I'm learning how to cook. That's the new thing. I want to save. I want to budget, and I want to learn how to cook.
You should. Cooking is cool. I don't know how to make that many things, but what I do know how to make, it's great to know I can make it at the drop of a dime. And now that I have my food stamps back,
also, if you're out there and you're listening and you work for Hamburger Helper, can someone please make some vegan friendly Hamburger Helper?
Because like they don't have that already.
I understand that we can use Beyond Meat and oat milk or like almond milk, but the packet has dairy in it still. And I think you all would make a lot of money if you had plant-based Hamburger helper.
Quick and easy go to.
Because I would cook that all the time. Oh, I would cook that all the time.
It's a thought. It's definitely a thought. You might have to like get in their DM or like tweet them because now all the businesses want to utilize Twitter and stuff. Like it's very interesting the time we're in. I mean, I can't knock them, but I bet you get a response faster.
Let me tweet right now.
Tim Hamburger Helper will be out in a month.
Hey, Hamburger helper. Hey.
I think you should, honestly.
At hamburger.
Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I keep yawning. I'm so tired. Is that their Twitter handle? Hamburger Helper?
No.
What's the brand?
I have no clue. I'm just going to say Hamburger helper.
Child, the goal's for them to see it. You can't do it if you don't tag. Hold on, I'm trying to help him get this brand ambassador deals. Sorry. If that'll help me not have to get a 9-to-5 by association. Their Twitter is Hamborgor. So HAMBORGOR. Actually, that's a lie. They only got 3 followers. That's not it.
I'm about to say.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Us real life on here trying to find Hamburger helper in the middle of the show.
We're trying to get a brand ambassador deal, and then we can get some sponsorships, and then they can pay per commercial. Okay. I see the bigger picture. I don't care if they can't. But I'll figure that out after our last 4 minutes of this show. Try and make me feel bad for wanting more. Yeah. So that was all for If I Told You That. Do you have a word for us? Okay. Give us some uniquely speaking.
Go to bed, y'all.
Dead ass.
Stop going outside. The summer is over.
Okay.
Take your asses inside.
Mm-hmm.
We've been outside all summer. It's time to go inside. Invite me to house parties. I don't want to go out no more. Invite me to a house party. I'm saying this right now. Don't ask me to go to no club.
I was gonna ask you to go to Legacy.
I'm not going to nobody's club.
I was gonna ask you to go to
And
Legacy.
I feel so sorry because one of my friends is a party promoter and I have not been there yet, but I'm not going.
Wait, who?
I'm not going outside no more. Invite me to a house party. If it's not a house party, it's not a small gathering, it's not a kickback, it's not a game night, it's not a karaoke night inside, I'm not going. I'm sorry for all my friends whose birthdays in October and November and December, in June, January, February, March, April. May I come out?
It's very bold of you to say this with your birthday a month away.
I have a picnic. That's a kickback. That's just a big kickback.
What if a bitch want to do it at the club?
I'm not going to the club after my birthday.
Hey,
After my party, the after party is at the house.
told you that was bold to say. People gonna be like,
So this
I
week,
can't
uniquely
again.
speaking, stay the fuck inside.
Mhm.
There's nothing out there for you no more.
Okay,
You end up looking like us,
who's us?
old and tired.
I know you talking about you.
Old, tired.
No, I know you lying, but then again, cataracts.
That's
your
what
age.
happens
Yeah.
when you go out too much.
I've gotten older.
I'm done with it. Done with the dish.
Yeah, I'm tired. I really don't want to go out the rest of this weekend.
I'm
Like, I
not.
just want to hang out with my Kiki house for the rest of the day.
I don't.
But child,
And I go out next week. I'm not going. I'm not part. I'm going to be kicking back with my friends next week. We're not going to the club. Of course, we go to the homecoming parties. But other side of that, we're not doing none of that. Stay your ass inside.
you heard the man. You heard the man. And that was all for Uniquely Speaking.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, y'all. Okay.
ASAP after this shit.
I'm gonna keep it cute, concise, and to the point. Y'all, thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Get Right.
Yes.
Thank y'all for rocking with us. Please tell a friend, okay? Run the replay back. Check out all the other shows on the network. If you would like to keep up with me on social media, you can get me on IG at The World According to Eric, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Eric Devante.
You can find me at Kelvin Unique, KelvinEunique. Flip that on Instagram. Flip that to Unique Kelvin on Twitter. Make sure you follow the Get Right Radio Show, the Get Right Radio Show on Instagram. That way you can stay up to what we're doing because we plan an event, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna have it. We've been saying it for 3 years. I keep telling y'all don't come out. Even though I told y'all don't come out no more. This is the one time y'all gotta come out. And it's the one time I'll be out.
74, yeah.
This is the one time. This is the one time I will come out. And don't y'all, yeah. So yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Matter of fact, we may just have a kickback.
That'd be cute too, but I want to do both. Maybe both, because I still want to do the event, but a kickback would be nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that on that, y'all.
Good work. Yeah, but as always, I hope you got right.
That's right. Get right or get left.
Bitch, you better get right.